What's up, y'all? This is Hussein Nasser from iGeometry. Today we're gonna discuss how to install Postgres Geodatabase and configure Postgres to connect and create an enterprise geodatabase for ArcGIS. So the idea of having Postgres as an enterprise geodatabase, as a relational database, is basically you'll support multi-user, you'll support versioning and archiving and all kind of different capabilities that the file geodatabase and access geodatabase doesn't give you. So don't give you actually. So the idea here is I'm gonna link the enterprise multi-user enterprise geodatabase YouTube playlist that I recorded. I think I recorded like 5 or 6 episodes. It's really good. Check it out. So we're gonna install. We're gonna set it up from scratch, right? So in this machine, I have installed ArcGIS. So I have ArcGIS 10.4.1 here, and I'm gonna set up Postgres from scratch. So I'm gonna download, set up Postgres, configure Postgres, the stgeometry rules and everything, and we're then gonna create an enterprise geodatabase. Hopefully we can do this real fast. All right, so first of all, you want to know which version of Postgres you want to create. So the best way to do that, no, I don't want to open this. You will go to your installation directory, program file, ArcGIS, and go to desktop. That's like the easiest way to find out which Postgres version to download based on your ArcGIS version. So you're gonna go to your installation directory, go to database support, Postgres, and then these are the version of PostgreSQL that are supported for ArcGIS to being an enterprise geodatabase. So you have 9.2, 9.3, and 9.4. So 9.4 is the version we're going to use, the latest one, which is the whatever is available. All right, so go to Google, our friend here, just type Postgres, and then you're going to go to downloads, go to Windows, download the installer. Then this will direct us to the installation page, download page. 9.4.1, I want this version. These are not supported with 10.4.1 yet. So we have 9.4.1 and I want Windows 64-bit because my Windows operating system is 8.1 64-bit, so that works. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and download that, and then we're gonna start the installation process. So I'm gonna cut off the, like, if the installation of Postgres is really quick, so I don't know if I'm gonna cut this or not. We'll see. All right. So once you launch your Postgres installer, it's really easy. You will set up the Postgres database here, and yes, so it will first install the Visual C++ libraries real quick, and then the installation begins. So I go ahead, next, use the default. Default is good. This is where the data will go, and password. Let's go with Postgres, anything. This is the port that the database will listen to, and let's stick with local, and next. Alright, installation finished. You don't want to check that, just uncheck that, and we don't want the stack builder. Just finish, and we're done. We just installed PostgreSQL. The next step here is to go to that directory, and we need to copy the necessary libraries, the plugins for Postgres that ArcGIS need to have in order to create basically geometries and all these kind of libraries. So we need to copy the Postgres 9.4 version that we installed, Windows obviously. We'll copy those and we'll go to C, program file, details, 64-bit, PostgreSQL 94 lib, and then just right click and paste here. If we got an error, we will have to stop the service of Postgres. So yeah, obviously we need to stop the service. It looks like it's okay. All right, we just copied those two libraries. Next step here is the last step actually. We will go to, if I'm not mistaken, data, and then pgph HBA. This is for the configuration of the connection. Who can connect to this database? This is very important. For now, I'm gonna allow everyone to connect, and to do that, it's really easy, right? You might want to do that in a more secure way, because I don't care. This is a VM, and I want everyone from my network to connect. So all you have to do is just type host tap all type MD5, and then you just save that file. And that's it. Everybody now can connect to this instance. You don't even need to restart this service. So that's it. I think we are okay. Next step here is we want to run ArcGIS, or ArcMap in this case. Well, our catalog will work. Now we will connect to the Postgres instance that we created, and we're going to create an enterprise geodatabase. Before that, let me show you the PG admin tool. That's basically your SQL Studio. That's your Oracle developer for Oracle. So that's your basically the client that administers your Postgres database. So I'm going to connect to my database using the password of Postgres, the user. By default, there is always a password. Oh, There's always one database called Postgres. We're going to create another one now. All right, so let's go ahead and create a new enterprise geodatabase using our ArcGIS client. So to do that, you can either run ArcCatalog, ArcMap. So ArcMap will do in this case, and we will use that to create an enterprise called the GP. You can even call Python to do that. So we'll call the GP tool, which is called create enterprise. There you go. Create enterprise help. All right. We'll call this GP tool. My platform is Postgres. I want to create a geodatabase in Postgres. The machine name, that instance, it so happened to be in the same machine, but it could be in another machine. My machine name is called instruction. So we're going to call a database, let's call it MyDB, right? And then the database administrator Postgres, password is Postgres. SDE, that's the geodatabase owner, has to be SDE in the case of Postgres. And then authorization file. So we'll go to C. I placed that. You will use the authorization file for ArcGIS server to create an enterprise geodatabase. You can use just that. That will work, right? And then create it, and we'll go through the configuration and everything. We're gonna get back when this is done. All right, geodatabase created successfully. It's completed. So let's go ahead and do the final step, which is basically to connect to that geodatabase that we just created. We'll choose the database platform, database server, and let's connect as a Postgres user or SDE. We don't have any user yet, so we'll stick with SDE. The moment you click here, you will have all the databases. I created this earlier. That's the database we just created, MyDB, and we are in. We can do all kind of things, creating a feature class, feature asset. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You can follow my other playlist, which will go into deep details of how you create feature classes and configure stuff, and even program against multi-user geodatabases. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Goodbye.